So we continue. We start a new topic that we spoke a lot about, but here is he gives only a few pages. Okay, so our topic, chapter 29, topic is Muktzeh, and it says the halacha concerning Muktzeh on Yom Tov differs from related halachas on Shabbos. In some respect, Yom Tov is treated more leniently than Shabbos, and in other respect, it is treated more stringently. We will discuss the category of Muktzeh concerning which halachas on Yom Tov differ from those of Shabbos. Okay, there are other categories of Muktzeh concerning which the halachas of Shabbos and Yom Tov are identical. Those categories will not be mentioned here as a comprehensive treatment of the Muktzeh beyond the scope of this work. Right. So actually, in this series, there is the whole series. In this, the set is 7 books, and one of them is dedicated completely to Muktzeh. A lot of information. I'm not sure if we're going to cover, but BeEzrat HaShem. Okay. So now again, so it's not complete. If something needed, we'll be going to add, but but it's only how Shabbos is different from Yom Tov. Okay, number 1. Utensils of prohibited use. Kelim shelamachtom leisur. So okay, so what does it mean? Utensil whose primary use is for action that is prohibited on Shabbos or Yom Tov, kli shelamachta leisur, such as hammer, may not be moved on Shabbos and Yom Tov except when needed for one of the following purposes. Number 1, lutzerei gufo, when needed to perform a permissible act and no other implements are available. For example, hammer may crack open a coconut. And B, letzorech mekomo, when the place on which it rests is needed. For example, hammer is left on a table, may be moved if one needs to it at the table. Okay. So let's see. So what is Muktzeh? Like as he said in the beginning, there is no like introduction, nothing. So Muktzeh is something that does not have actual Shabbos use, right? So it's set aside. So Muktzeh is set aside before Shabbos that you're not going to use it. Shabbos or Yom Tov, you're not going to use, and the status of Muktzeh derives from acceptance of Shabbos. So some things you can declare, you personally can declare there is not Muktzeh. Not Muktzeh. For example, you have like in summer, it's very hot, and you're in some bundle or something, and it's very hot, and you want to keep the door open, right? And it has a spring that would close automatically, right? So you want to put stone, heavy stone. So stone itself is a muktzeh. There is no Shabbos use for stone. But in this case, since he declared that this stone is not muktzeh, so every time during the day when it's too hot, so you can put the stone to hold the door. Okay, so that's one of the usage of the object that is 100% muktzeh. It's not this category. It's not, right? So this category is, I would say, the lightest category of muktzeh. Lightest meaning what? That these items have somewhat actual primary usage is forbidden. The best example, hammer, right, or a screwdriver. So you're not allowed to tighten the screw or lessen the screw, right? Untight, not allowed on Shabbos, right? On Yom Tov, and hammer is to build something or take out the nails. Also, it's completely forbidden on Shabbos. Okay, so but you can use this a screwdriver, or you can use this the hammer, right? For some other use, as he said, crack open coconut, some nuts, right? So if it's very what do you call Brazilian nuts, I'm not sure, like they're very, very hard. Brazilian nuts, so you have to like have a nutcracker, very good nutcracker, or just do hammer. Is hammer. Okay, so it's it's like some secondary use. Okay, all right. So in this case, if items in this case, right, in this category, so you might move them, right? So you move them. So first of all, for purpose of using them, and second, for a purpose of if you need a space, right? For example, it's on like you were fixing something before Shabbos starts, before Yom Tov starts, and left it on your chair, right? And now you need to sit on the chair. So, but if it's somewhere in the middle of the living room, yeah, so you're not allowed to. So you don't need that space. So you would not be allowed to move it. But for the sake of the chair, for the sake of the, I mean, for the need of Shabbos, or for allowable use, yes. Or if for example, if something is dangerous. Like yeah, you have your nephew is coming. He's I don't know 5 years old, and he likes to discover things. So of course he's going to take this hammer and going to test it. So of course in this case you would need to move away somewhere. I would say like maybe with his feet or something. Okay, so continue. So this is first category. So the most lenient one. It is forbidden to move utensils of prohibited use simply to put them away or to prevent it from being damaged. Then bringing it from the rain. So you've got it on your balcony, so you're not allowed to take it back. Okay, so and again, this category that has some practical use on Shabbos. So if it's you're doing something with a drill, if you got it on the balcony, that's a different story. Okay, so I mean it's not in that category. By contrast, a utensil whose primary use is for action that is permitted on Shabbos and Yom Tov, a keli shelamachtoi lechater, such as chair, may be moved even for the sake of putting it away for saving it from the damage. Okay, so those things. We call it utensil, but they're not muktzeh. So what is not muktzeh? All of your clothing not muktzeh, even if it's out of season, right? So now it's summer, and you have this the snow boots. Okay, so these snow boots are not muktzeh. So if you need to move them from place to place, there is no problem. If you want to wear them for whatever reason, you can wear them as well. Snow jacket, right? No problem. Okay. So clothing not muktzeh, all of the eating utensils not muktzeh, except if it's for example, if in your curio for a show, like there is a plate from your great grandmother, for example, and you never ate from this plate. It's all only on a display. You understand? So such a plate is going to be muktzeh. Yeah, can you eat from this plate? Technically, yes. Are you going to eat? No. So it is muktzeh. But otherwise, all of the other eating utensils, like all of this, not muktzeh, all of the bed sheets and blankets, all of this, not muktzeh. Okay. Books, of course. Continue. Since many activities are forbidden on Shabbos and Yom Tov, since many activities are forbidden on Shabbos, are permitted on Yom Tov, there are numerous articles which on Shabbos are considered utensils or prohibited use, but on Yom Tov considered utensils permitted use. The most common articles in the category of utensils that for cooking and baking, such as pots and pans, kneading bowls, rolling pins, sieves, graters, and grinders. Candlesticks are also included in this category, which is similar. These and similar articles may be moved for any purpose on Yom Tov. Okay, so let's. Let me see if they're going to give. There is no example, so let's try to do a little with examples. We're going to add. Okay, so it says, of course the difference, the main difference, one of the main differences as we learn in this book, between Shabbos and Yom Tov, that on Yom Tov you can cook from the beginning, right? So, and numerous article, prohibited use, one second. So, of course, on Yom Tov you can cook, right? And for example, kneading bowls, right? Kneading bowl, I mean, nobody's going to do anything in them unless they need. So, for sure, they're muktzeh on Shabbos, right? Or some big pots, right? Big empty pots, they would be muktzeh on Shabbos, right? There is no like practical use. If it's smaller pot and like smaller pot, so for example, that's what we do, right? You cook maybe in a bigger pot, and then you warm up, then they serve food, and after after the serving, you have much less, and you can use to save the storage in the refrigerator, to put it in a smaller pot. Yeah, that would be allowed, but nobody is going to put it in a bigger pot. I mean, unless I'm missing something. You understand? So all of these big cooking pots, for sure, that never used for storage, they're muktzeh. Okay. But on Yom Tov, since if you decided to cook in 3 eggs, we don't cook 2, 3 eggs in a huge pot, it's your own business. Okay, no problem. So they're not muktzeh. So all of the things that have to do with baking, right? All of the sieves, all of this, right? Sieves, neither was rolling pins, sieves, graters. So on Shabbos, one of the melacha that is forbidden is grinding. So all of the special implements that they use for grinding, absolutely forbidden, right? Or for example, on Shabbos it would be another prohibition is separating, right? Bad from good. So you would not be allowed to, if you wanted to peel cucumber, right? So you would not be allowed to peel cucumber with a vegetable peeler. With a regular knife, yes, but vegetable peeler, no. But and it's going to be muktzeh. But on Shabbos, on Yom Tov, there is no problem. So it's not muktzeh. Grater, of course. I mean, we don't use grater on Shabbos, but on Yom Tov, no problem. Can use actually. I mean, there is allowed use for graters on Shabbos. So if you use something that does not grow from the ground, if you want if you want to use for eggs or something, so that would be different. But okay, but usually we try to stay away. Why? Because if you say there is not muktzeh for eggs, so not everybody knows this rule. So I mean, it's uncontrollable. So next one is the candlesticks, right? Since on the second day of Yom Tov, you should light the candles again. So candlesticks are not muktzeh, and you can clean the candlesticks and candelabra. You can move put whatever you need. So there is no problem.